Welcome in, a wash fan. How's it going? How dare? Oh, someone's seen the go live notification. Whatever do you mean the Maker's Mantle? How dare what? We out here? Back at it again. You know what? I'm gonna tinker a little bit. What did the plant ever do to me? It entered my mouth. It made physical contact with my taste buds. And it continued to do so after I revoked my consent. That's what that plant did to me. Victim blaming now, Makers? Are you victim blaming me? I revoked my consent from the cilantro. Can't believe this. This treatment. All right. Maybe the cilantro. Oh shit! The tables, they be turning. Oh, Wash fan, how you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Bear with me while I try to remember. While I try to remember how to operate OBS, so I can turn on the monitor. Aha. There we go. Now I get to hear my god awful voice. Oh boy. Well, that's if OBS will let me. Well, apparently that's a bust. I'll have to figure that out later. I was going to tinker a little bit with my microphone levels and see if I can get closer to replicating my my audio upstairs, but apparently tonight is not the night for that. I'm a little crispy today. I noticed that on a VOD. I wasn't overly thrilled with the sound. No, it's a little over compressed. How's that? Freaking monitor mode isn't working for me in my headphones, so I can't hear myself, which does make audio balancing difficult. Clearer because I'm now I changed the position of my microphone. It was before, it was like here, pressed up against my my Adam's apple. Now it's actually out of my shirt. My bad. So how are you doing today, makers? How has your week been treating you? We're almost there. Almost to Friday. Been a sleepy day. Cat is present. Hello, pretty baby. Lem lem lem. Hi. Look at this pretty little girl. She has entered release me mode. Release me, father. I must munch. Folks, I actually did a thing and got ahead of the game this time round. If you would kindly turn your attention to my Discord, in there, in the announcements section, you will find the whole week's schedule and menu. And I've even gone to the extent of providing links to each recipe on the HelloFresh site. So if you wish to cook along with me, you now know what to go out and buy. So that's a thing. I think I got the wrong chicken boobies out. None of these are the tendies that I expected, so I suppose I'm making my own tendies. That is fine. We are capable of seizing the means of production. Also, look, since I turned off white balancing, my hands actually look like the color of my hands in real life. Cool, right? Well, yay, no white balancing. The auto white balancing was what was screwing up the color on my streams. Martial Art Jackson, how you doing? I am extremely pale for a brown person because sunlight, boo hiss, gross. All right, so what do we have in our chicken tetrazzini kit? Spinach, linguine, onion, tomato. Wow! Cheese. Sour cream. More sour cream. Oh, now it plays my walk on. That was a very well timed walk on. Quite the reaction to some cheese, but I'll allow it. Marshall, how you doing? Italian seasoning. Taste of Italy. Garlic salt. And the mysterious but delicious HelloFresh cream sauce spice blend. But are you like a cheese they? Baby cat. Meow, meow, meow. It's good to be back streaming, chat. I always feel weirdly disconnected from the world when I take my weekly 2 days off. It's needed, but it still feels strange to do. Marshall says, doing better than the last 5 days, especially yesterday afternoon when I purchased a guitar from a Facebook seller for $60. It has brought back a lot of my passion and energy for playing music. Folks, we're in ads, but that's awesome to hear, Marshall. Also, we are back streaming on YouTube now that Stream Elements has pushed multi-streaming to the stable version of its OBS plugin, and I did happen to have a YouTube account. We are live streaming there. So folks, if you want to help me out a little bit more than you already do, feel free to drop a lurk over on youtube.com/mealtime with dad. Need to get to 500 subscriptions on there to turn that into a revenue stream. I would love to be able to do that by the end of this year. That'd be sweet. Especially because the town that I live in just told me that I owe several $1,000s in property taxes. Right. Marshall, the more you think about it, the more time you're not doing it. The best thing to do is just jump into it. We're halfway through January, so how about you just set a date with yourself to start February 1st. New month, new stream, back at it again, as our friend of the stream, Unicorns in Robot Form, would say. Ads are finishing now. Welcome back, anyone who was trapped in purgatory. We're going to bring a large pot of water, this one, to a boil with a tablespoon of salt in it. I'm going to notice the lighting over on that side is not where I want it to be. So I'm going to do a bit of this and a bit of this. Ta-da! Ah, man. Hi, Cinderlin. How you doing? I was just saying to everyone in here, we are now back live streaming on YouTube via multi-streaming. If anyone wants to help me out there, help me rack up some viewership hours, throw a lurk on youtube.com/mealtime with dad. I need to hit 500 subscribers in order to start being able to monetize the YouTube channel. I'd love to have another revenue stream. Especially because the town I live in, it just sent me my property tax bill. It's a doozy. Given that I basically wasn't able to pay it last year. So now I have 2 years of taxes to pay. And that sucks. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
That was a quick bath. That was quick.
Only use one shampoo.
Okay, make sure you dry your hair properly. It's big wet right now.
I know. I just want to dry like this.
Okay.
Use my hand. Don't mind the wrinkles. I just finished taking a bath.
Fresh junior fish. Go put some socks on. Toesies will get big cold. Taxes, gross indeed. Also, Sidlin, I was saying that in the announcements channel in the Discord is this week's schedule, complete with recipes and links to said recipes. So you know exactly what's being cooked on what day. If anyone wants to join me and cook along, you are welcome to. You now have the means to. While this boils over here, let's get prepping. I'm going to cut this tomato up into 1/4-inch pieces. Yeah, I figure that that's going to kind of I'm going to try and make that my format moving forwards. As I typically get the meal kit in on a day where I'm not streaming, which conveniently aligns with, you know, having the ability to set that up in advance rather than getting the kit and then having to stream from said kit same day. And you know, I would love it if more people wanted to you know, do little cook along streams, because it was fun last time we did that. How are you, Sinlin? When are you going to be streaming again? As soon as I'm done streaming, oh, look at that. I know where my raid's getting guided tonight. All right. We're going to do 1/4 inch slices on the onion as well. You have to go live before I'm done for that, not after. Well, you could go live in like the last 5 minutes or so when I'm winding the stream down. Or if you went live as I started plating, that would actually be the smart play. Because once I start plating, it's usually a kind of a 10 to 15 minute counter on end of stream at that point. Yeah, it's a smart plate. I was going to make that pun. Hey, Sedlin, what did one plate say to the other? Dinner's on me! That's it, I'm out. Thanks for gigantifying that, by the way. Only the best puns for you, Sandler. Only the best. Because my cat's being very chatty right now. Has the presence of my cat activated your cat, and now your cat wishes to communicate with the world? Because if so, I'm there for it. Kitty. New emotes, Cinderlin? I love them. By the by, Marshall, if you're still around, if you'd like to get involved with the Scuff Streams April project, I do still have some elements remaining for people to attach themselves to, if you'd like to be involved in it. If you don't, totally understand. Just check out the channel in Discord, the list of who's doing what, and what's available is in there. When people ping the channel with what they want to do, I update the list accordingly. Just spamming your biddies at me, please. Show me those biddies. Maker says, I'm laying on my couch. He's standing over me on the arm of the couch, purring loudly. Father has shown us cat. We must appreciate this gift. We have been blessed by the presence of new cat. All right. So grate up your garlic, or mince it, grate it, mush it, smash it. Technologic. The recipe says use 1 clove unless you're cooking for 4. I don't like doing what I'm told, so I'm using 2 cloves. Me not liking being told what to do, Le gasp. I know. Such a large divergence from the dad you've all come to know and love. Cheers to you, chat. I know we're disturbingly halfway through January already. I have settled into a fairly nice cadence in life. Come February, we're probably going to be looking at streams where I cook dinner, but in the morning, which will be odd. But that way, when Junior comes home, I can just heat the dinner up and get to spend more time with him while I'm on my lunch break, my late lunch. But then we'll also likely see a return to more gaming streams as well. No Lost for you guys. I was sure I was going to come back to someone hitting me with the Lost command, but I guess not. Live to lose another day. So, as we didn't get supplied chicken tendies, we are going to cut these into 1-inch wide strips after drying them, and then we're going to season them. And it says, I do miss the Baldur's Gate streams, squirrel incidents aside. Me too. Me too. All right. I was going to take this chicken to Pound Town, but I don't want to really make it much thinner than it already is. You know what? We'll do it this way. Joey Zero DV coming in with a party of 8. Welcome in, my friend. Ew, the flesh tuber days. Witness chat. Joey Zero TV's true fleshy form.
I'm actually, Chad, I feel like I'm quite a bit better with a motorcycle than I am with a car. In these game, right? Oh shit. Okay, well, you know, still better. Is there anybody around I could ping? No.
Who am I kidding? Even in his fleshy form, Joey's a cute little anime boy. Joey, how was your stream? Did you ultra kill all the ultra things? Pixel Piranha, welcome in. How are you? Sorry, I could only largely lurk in your stream, Joey. You're still working. Well, I was working, then I had to take my son to the clinic because he's had a owie tummy the last couple of days. And well, then I got elbow deep in some Pal World with him. Greetings, my name is Milton with Dad. I'm a 36-year-old streamer from Alberta, Canada, previously from England. I've lived in Canada now for 10 years. I've been streaming now. This is... Geez, how many months has it been? September, October, November, December, January. This is month 5 of Meal Time with Dad existing on twitch.tv. We're coming up to half a year. And it's been fun for 4 months, 1 day, 16 hours. Here's his apologies. It always takes... Oh, it takes all around? What? We're the same age? Yes. Yes, Joey. We are, in fact, the same age. You, however, are the kind of Asian that never outwardly ages visually. Right, I'm gonna need a little bowl here too, so that I can get a good seasoning coating on my chimkins. Folks, if you haven't met Joey before, they are a friend of the stream. They're a variety streamer. They play lots of video games. They do the occasional coding stream. And every once in a while, they build Gundam model kits. If you see him go live, make sure you ask him about his cursed Cubele. It's very cursed. And it's a good story. It's good cursed, yeah. It's blurst. It's got that blurcy. Right, into your chicken. You're going to put half of your Italian seasoning. We're going to add half the garlic salt. And a quarter teaspoon of pepper, which I'm not going to measure out, and I'm going to absolutely eyeball. So Joey, how's the week been treating you? We haven't really had a chance to catch up much, outside of me lurking and being, you know, chaotic vagrant in your streams. Any plans for the weekend, sir? Also, to go on with my little intro rant, for those of you that are joining in from Joey's raid, if you need to raid and run, and Joey, this goes to you as well, if you need to raid and run, totally get it. But if you like food, cooking content, if you like gaming content, especially narrative games like Baldur's Gate, Observation, or any of the Supergiant games, you will enjoy yourself here, well, I hope. So consider throwing down a follow if you want to see more of that stuff. We are back multi-streaming on YouTube under youtube.com/mealtime with dad. If you want to help me out, please do throw me a little subscription over there. Those ones are free. Throw me a lurk, help me rack up that watch time. His streams and debut prep have been fucking awesome. Pretty much everything else has been 1000% cilantro vile. Banned. Unless you mean everything has been 1000% shit. Which, unfortunate. But tomorrow is the blessed Friday. Blessed be all Fridays, for they will bring you profit and relaxation. Yes, Mr. Junior.
I'm going.
Yes.
I'm going to the Netherlands in 2 days.
Yeah, so Junior is taking a wee vacation. Yeah, over to the Netherlands with his mom. He shall be missed, but I know he's going to have a great time.
Yeah, whatever. I'm having... My brain won't have time to think about you guys.
Cinnamon, why would Fridays stress you out?
Yeah. It's just Friday.
Well, Fridays stress me out because that means I don't get to see you for a whole week.
Well, why is it no one stressed out?
Maybe because she doesn't get to see you for a whole week.
These people don't get to see me for 2 weeks. This is the last day you see me for 2 weeks. was like, last day see me.
Let's try all the good foods for us and report back. You know, he'd said to me that one of the things he's looking forward to the most when he goes to the Netherlands is being able to try a whole bunch of new and interesting foods, which is for me as food dad is awesome to hear.
And one of the people at school said that these foods there are really
Yeah. Ah, I hear you, Cinnamon. Am I making what? No, I'm making.
tilapia.
I did not.
Did?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not doing 2 meals tonight, bud.
Yes, you are. This is my last meal here for 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what. I'll ask your mom if you can come over for dinner tomorrow, and I'll cook tilapia for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You're kind of in the way there, buddy. You want to help? Well, okay, you can help. I need my spinach to be washed, please. You need scissors? Here.
Assistant
Whoa,
cooking.
whoa, whoa, whoa. This.
Focus.
There we go. Little helper and negotiator, that's right. Marshall says, stream for February 2nd is set up because Sunday feels better for me. Awesome. Good job committing to it, man. He's a super smart kid. He's really, really into maths, actually.
Yeah. And the only work that I'm having to bring to the Netherlands is
Math. Okay. We're going over this way. Hello. I'm fully committed to this. I can do it. I will do it. That's right.
oh. Oh.
You are in control of your life.
Move. Can I help?
And while others can impact your life, you are also in control of how much impact they have on it. To an extent, there are circumstances where you can't control it. But what you can always control is how you react to it. Bear with me here as I need to sanitize my chopping board. Because food poisoning is for losers. Do I want a milkshake? Abso-frickin-lutely. I know. Next time, ask me for help. Okay? How does one clean or sanitize a wooden chopping board? Well, I do have a bunch of soaps, oils, and waxes that were kindly supplied to me by Cinderlin. The application of which is a 2 to 3 hour endeavor. So I won't be doing that on stream. So just a quick wash down with soapy water on a sponge, and then make sure that you don't leave it wet. Now, I'm going to heat this pan to medium. Hold on, bud. Can we take the milk off the recipe cards, please? have an entire week's worth of streaming to do with.
Daddy, look.
Hmm. By the way, folks, if anyone in here would like to try HelloFresh and you've never used that service before, let me know. I will happily provide you a code which will give you your first box for free. Cinema says, I gift you homework. Could be worse, Cinderlin. You could have gifted me some sort of pet. Congratulations, I've gifted you years of obligation. You're welcome.
The guinea pig is mine.
Gifting pets is a dumb thing. Do not give pets as gifts unless you absolutely know the person is in the market for said pet. Please,
I want
please,
a
please,
guinea-
please do not gift pets.
Please give me guinea.
All right. We're going to get this water on boil that we threw some salt into earlier. Up to about here. All right, so this chicken, we're only going to cook it for about 2 minutes per side because we want our chicken to be rare. No, that's not the reason why. Rare chicken is no idea. Unless you want food poisoning, you don't want rare chicken. But we're going to be baking it, so doesn't matter if we don't cook it all the way through in the pan. In fact, it's preferable if you don't cook it all the way through in the pan. And this is me. Gift me all the pets, please. I consent to all pets. Wait. Nope, I stand by that statement. What, buddy? Cool. My mic is not picking up the sizzle. There we go. Sizzle.
Don't tell me. Face.
Sorry, buddy. Good milkshake. Good job. All right. Water is boiling. Ow. In goes the linguine. So, folks, what are you all having for dinner? Andy's mints and these nuts are not a meal. All right, getting a good sear on that chicken. Getting all sorts of tiny little micro burns on my arms from the oil flying around. Touch me more. This is, yeah, well, I should probably also eat before 8 p.m., but here we are, back at it again. Finland has got so many go live notifications from people that your stream code is pointed at. Right, we're going to cook the linguine down for another 11 or so minutes. The chicken is done. That's going to come off the heat. So, the other day, I was being a nerd and watching some Star Trek Voyager, you know, as you do. And there is an episode where, as part of the intro, the camera starts to zoom in slowly but surely onto the hairy, lumpy visage of the character Neelix's feet as he dances. And the closer it got to his feet, the more hard I cringed. And I wanted to share this pain with all of you. And it was a very horrifyingly slow zoom, and no matter how much I wanted to look away, I just couldn't. I was locked in, watching the train wreck of an intro that involved some cameraman doing a slow zoom on feet. Now, this chicken It's going in the middle of an oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 minutes. To this pan, we're going to reheat the pan we had our chicken in with about 2 tablespoons of butter in it.
Really does sound like a good point. What a beautiful sound you get out of it. That's really something. It has a range to low A and up to high G. High G.
Says, I got more than enough beat talks in Flex's stream today. I've missed the last couple of Flex's streams, unfortunately. Mostly due to work. Also just because the whole extraction shooter genre of games doesn't really do it for me anymore. Unless it's like silly, haha, goofy extraction shooter like Deep Rock Galactic. Rock and stone, baby.
Guess I don't need an extra for this one.
Alright, we're gonna cook down our onions and our garlic. Not really, buddy. Sorry, pal. Well, I gigantified your Flex emote a few times for the convo. Excellent. I'm sure he was very appreciative of seeing his name attached to a foot-licking emote. Getting a little steamy there, chat. I'm so glad people noticed the name. It absolutely makes it worth the money I threw at someone on Etsy to buy that emote. It didn't cost a huge amount of money. I don't remember. More than 5, less than 12, I think. Wait a second. Oh, HelloFresh, you assholes. HelloFresh has shipped me 2 sour creams instead of 1 sour cream and 1 cream. So I will have to add a bit of milk to this and a bit more butter to balance that out. Annoying. All right. Spinach. Tomato. And then the remaining garlic salt. And the remaining Italian seasoning. We're going to cook all of this down for another minute or two until this spinach gets all wilted up. All right, that pasta is done. Chicken is also done. We are going to take our pasta, we're going to strain it, and we are going to retain about a half cup of the pasta water. That's going to make up some of our sauce. About a half. Yeah. We're going to get our chicken out. Chicken. All right, this is where we're going to start eyeballing it. Thing is, HelloFresh hosed us by doubling up on the sour cream. Chef John Long, welcome in. An auntie raid.
Oh, hold on. Went the other way.
From suburban Calgary, Canada to the world, we're
everybody.
coming to put Asia in your mouth. Oh, please.
Oh, that's looking super cool.
Gato Logic says, raid.
Hold on, folks.
Welcome in, folks.
Oh,
Auntie, how was your stream?
clip that in. Hold on.
Hi, Gato. How you doing? Apparently an ad starts in 4 minutes, but that's getting snoozed. If my mouse cursor will work. Note to self. Touchpads don't work with wet hands. Thank you, Sinlin. You've been giving says hello. John's finishing dinner with his family and might not write right away. That's totally fine. Then I will introduce myself while John has his dinner. Auntie is his mom, guest chef for the night. Yes, I believe I've heard that Auntie will be a regular feature now on the streams. I've been lurking from time to time. The bread looked like it was for a bread bowl. Ooh. So, folks, welcome in. My name is Mealtime with Dad. I am also a streamer from Alberta, Canada, within driving distance of our friend Chef Sean Long. If you're wondering where my accent comes from, I lived in England for most of my life, although I spent the better part of 10 years out here in rural Alberta. I'm a 36-year-old streamer. I've been streaming now for about 5 months. So I'm still very new to the platform. If you like accents, if you like food, if you like video games that are heavy on the narrative side of things, please consider subscribing. I'd love to get to know you all. So please introduce yourselves. Tonight we're cooking a HelloFresh meal kit. We're cooking chicken tetrazzini, which is a linguine dish with chicken, spinach, tomato, onions, garlic, and finished with a creamy sauce. Gato Logic, UPen Gamer, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome into Dad's Kitchen. We are a mental health positive space here. If anyone's out there feeling like they're struggling, they don't have anyone to talk to, or they can't talk about their problems out there in the real world, we invite you to be open here if it helps you. As a shared burden is a lighter burden. I also encourage you guys to be truly your true selves. Don't give me a watered down version of yourself because you're afraid that you're too much or any of the other crap people might have told you. Just be you. Get comfy, get cozy. Upen says, I made a HelloFresh meal last night. Hi everyone, I'm Mod for John. I'm happy to be here. Upen, which one did you make? Brother says, cooking up some skitty. Skitty. And Chef Sean says, look, just clean up after stream. I get you, man. Carter said, I'm also a dad, so mostly just complain about my kids. I only have the one. We call him Mealtime Junior in the stream. He's 8 years old. Hear him running over to greet you all.
I don't know why my hands are
that camera. This one over here.
black. I don't know why my hands are black.
How'd your hands get so grubby?
No.
So anyhow, Milton Jr. is 8 years old. I have him 50% of the time as I am a single parent. And tomorrow he is going to the Netherlands with his mom for 2 weeks, which he is
Day after.
The day after tomorrow, which he is absolutely hyped for.
I've been waiting for this like 5 weeks.
Hey, I made the Southwest beef cavatappi the other day, but I didn't have the green pepper and smoky red pepper crema in mine, which is disappointing because that sounds really good. I did, however, really enjoy the fact that it only gave me 1 pot worth of washing up. Loved that. Okay, so I just added the mystery spice blend, the cream spice blend from HelloFresh, and now I am adding in 1 cup of the retained pasta water. I'm going to cook this down a little bit until it thickens. Then we're going to season, taste, add the linguine, and then we're going to move into plating. But yeah, Junior was saying to me that one of the things he's looking forward to the most is trying new food out in the Netherlands, which is, you know, for a food and drink streamer, that's a really nice thing to hear from an 8-year-old child. Raiders, if any of you stream, please throw a little 07 up in chat, and I will happily do some shout outs for you. I love to help other streamers get their growth the same way other streamers have helped me grow my channel. So if you stream, especially if you're a smaller streamer, please let me get to know you. Let my folks check out your channel. Cinderlin's a streamer. She's going to shout herself out in a second. Do it, Cinderlin. Don't make me touch my keyboard. I have food hands. I'll do it, and I'll resent having to do it. Much as I've gotten older, I've come to be open to trying different things. Gator says, Gato says, I just dabble in streaming. Why? Because purchasing the same foods for me becomes boring. Agreed. Oh boy. Now it's time for a quote. Folks, do check out my friend and mod, Cinderlin. Incredible human being. Has been truly incredibly supportive in this stream.
Mind, you know what I'm saying?
Daddy is a state of
I'm your
mind.
daddy.
What an appropriate clip to be played on this stream.
You're really gonna see how jumpy I am with this.
Cinderlin also, by the way, folks, she scares very easily. So if you enjoy an easily scared and otherwise very lovely human, do give that sweet bean a little follow. And yes, I was the architect of that one. So how incredibly appropriate. Gato, when you say you dabble in streaming, does that mean you stream on Twitch? Do you stream frequently, infrequently? Are you an affiliate? Tell me these things. Let me know you more intimately. affiliate, very infrequent. Wilson, could you do me a favor and give Gato Logic a shout out as well? What do you stream, Gato? So I have a giant family now.
For better or for worse. Look, I can't go back to the way things were before we met. I won't. But what I need you to do is look me in the eyes and tell me you feel something too.
Oh, on the spot. I'm sorry if I ever about to cheat on you. You've been talking a lot of sense in playthrough. I'm weak, I'm sorry. Of course I do. I'm in love with you, Kate.
You're what? You said
Fail.
you're in love with me. I can't do that right now. I'm just not ready. I'm sorry.
Beautiful. Talking smack about my acting. Oh.
I'm missing chat. Got ads rolling in, folks, in about 3 minutes. What else says the plan now is to finish making maschetti, eat dinner, get to work making clips. Got a carb load. Carbs. Hail carbs. I mean, I know Hail Satan's all hip and cool, and Hail Xenu had his place in the early 2000s, but have you room in your lives for our Lord and Savior carbs? God, this is retro arts and crafts, lots of Fallout 4. Thanks for the shout out. Oh man, no need to thank me. Listen, the only reason I became a Twitch affiliate is because several other larger streamers invited and encouraged me to promote myself in their streams and get myself out there. And because of that, I became an affiliate 19 days after my first stream. So the very least I can do to repay their kindness is to carry that kindness forward and do the same for other people. And you know, I'm not a big streamer. I'm still a small boy. But we're all out here trying to succeed. And there's room for all of us to do it. Marsh says, my streams are a mixed bag. I consider myself a variety streamer. I play music, play video games, chat, and in the future plan to draw, write, cook, and bake. So, do it. Oh, do it. Do it, 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 do it. I'll follow Ho because the kindness people showed to me. Agreed. Folks, I'm also now back streaming on YouTube, multi-streaming, because Stream Elements brought multi-streaming into the stable version of Stream Elements Live. So if you guys would like to help me out, I would very much appreciate it if you could head over to youtube.com/mealtime with dad and just throw a little subscribe up on that channel. And if you do see me go live, just pop a lurk, help me get those watched hours up there. I'd love to turn that channel into a little revenue stream. And then maybe actually afford to pay someone to edit.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. For those of you wondering what kind of content you'll see here, it's about 45% cooking, 45% gaming, 5% yapping, and 5% art. The art happens when I add a new game to our stream rotation. And stuff like this happens.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whenever I add a new game to the stream rotation, and then Pufferfish moan at me. Oh, we're in ads. Oh no. Oh no. It's the ads. I'm gonna change this out. I'm gonna change this back to daddies. Daddies. Here we go. So yeah, what I do is I take the official promotional art for the game, and then I will superimpose one of my emotes onto it. I'll do full skin recolors to match the color of the emote. I'll modify the logo. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on saying this whole little spiel until the folks who are trapped in ads come back, because otherwise you're gonna have to hear it twice. So folks, things we're in ads. Please stand up, give yourselves a nice stretch like I'm doing. Drink some water. Go pee.
Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
Marshall, most of my emotes I built myself with the help of AI. In fact, most of the art assets on this channel I've built myself with AI or from scratch. I purchased a few from Etsy, but most of the stuff you see here is made by me. The chat element is purchased from Etsy. The Mealtime with Dad animated text, I bought the font for it, but I did the animation myself. The Dad avatar, I made that using AI prompts, then a different AI tool to animate the speech, and then a ton of time in Photoshop to make it work that I wanted it to. I'd love to get the stream to a point where I can literally pay a human to literally make copies of the AI art, but actually make their own copy of it. Certainly, the bulk of my dad's talents simply come from a willingness to experiment, which comes from a larger willingness to completely fuck things up and be okay with it. Yes, buddy. No. Not right now. Because I'm plating out food and streaming. Folks, welcome back from ads. For those of you who weren't here to hear about the art that we do on stream, here is some of it. Typically when a new game is added to our streaming rotation, the first part or the first stream for that game is me taking that game's promotional art and superimposing one of my emotes, one or more of my emotes onto it, and then very, very carefully editing the logo to incorporate the word dad into it. With the main goal being to preserve the overall, the original aesthetic of the source image. Pathologic says, I'm in my 40s, I lost shame years ago. I'm approaching my 40s, but I ran out of fucks to give in my 20s. I now have negative fucks to give, actually, in my late 30s. I'm going to show another piece of the game art we do here. This is the... Oh, that wasn't the right size. Ooh. Go. This is the game art for observation, which, you know, very easily converted to dadservation. So don't look on the bright side. Be meth abuse and alcoholism. There is that. Is that on the... Yes, Sedlin. New stream logo. Shame and guilt, but in Latin on a coat of arms. It says, well, I do microdose meth and 85% of my family are alcoholic. Listen, lab-approved meth that comes in pill form is not microdosing.
I just found this today.
Although it is a fun thing to say, because I do it too. It's like, haha, lab meth.
Higher math.
Yeah.
CTA 5. Beautiful.
Udo et culpa. Guilt. Shame.
Oh my God.
All right, folks. I call them my keep a job pills. That's right. So there we have it. Our chicken tetrazzini with linguine. And parmesan to finish. Mealtime Junior. Please perform a taste test. A taste test is required. The one on the right is yours.
Brutal.
Make sure you grab a chunk of chicken as well. All right, here we go, chat. 8-year-old taste test. Right through it. There we go. it's pretty good. Try the chicken. Well, I was seeing wide eyes on the chicken. Well, I think I blew my son away with the chicken. Pretty good. Hey, UPenn, if you can get the chicken tetrazzini recipe with HelloFresh, I strongly recommend it. I've cooked it a few times on stream now, and it's an absolute banger of a meal. Like super strong recommendation. I missed the chat. Hold on, I gotta scroll. Gotta do a scrolly scroll. Asha says, I'm close to my mid-20s and I'm slowly learning how many fucks I can give. I just feel so much shame for not being able to hold down a job of any kind. Can't handle it mentally and it scares me to go back to working. Listen, man, I hear you, but you gotta stop beating yourself up for the things you can't control. It doesn't get you anywhere. In fact, it holds you back. It's fine to acknowledge it. It's not fine to get yourself down or be down on yourself about it. It's not fine to lower your mood. Always keep that in mind, my friend. Sinner says, hard relate. I've been on disability for about 7 years now. Marshall goes, been fighting disability for 5 years now, and it's been fucking frustrating and draining every time I'm denied, man. How many ways do I have to explain? I can't do it for them to understand. It's brutal. Super brutal. And I hate to hear that, man. I hate to hear that you're struggling. Sinner says, I feel almost guilty because it took me about 5 months to get mine. One interview, they were like, yeah, you're a mess. Lol. Here's money. Billy Bill, welcome in. It just looks so yummy. It's one of my favorite dishes from the HelloFresh set of meals. It's called chicken tetrazzini. Folks, if you want to see this week's menu with direct links to the recipes so you can buy the ingredients and cook them yourself if you'd like, they're in my Discord. In the announcements channel, you will find this week's menu. Tomorrow we're cooking golden breadcrumb chicken tilapia. Jesus Christ, I got chicken on the brain. Tilapia is a fish, not a chicken. Instead of trying to use my brain, which has failed me, we're going to read. We're cooking crispy breadcrumb topped tilapia with zucchini and tomato orzo. Fucking Christ. It's like the Futurama meme. Shut up and take my money. Fuck. I suppose I deserve that. Tilapia is a fish, not a chicken. Yet another thing that I could put on a t-shirt that people could wear out in public without feeling an ounce of shame. Because most of the things that I do say cannot be worn on shirts without getting some very questionable looks. Tilapia? I don't even know. Nice. Nice. John, how was dinner? How was the cleanup? How was the stream? Ah, yes, a quote. I'd rather eat ass covered in cilantro than drink Florida water. True then, true now. Hey, Marsha, the important thing is that you've got someone in your corner. John says, finally finished cleaning. Auntie cooked, so it was all clean up for me. Marshall says, I love cilantro. Another cilantro lover joins the ranks. I was blessed with no gene that makes me react to it. Oh, Anita, look at me with my ability to taste cilantro without gagging. Just rub it on in, Marshall. Twist the knife a little bit. I'd love to be able to love cilantro. Trust me, I would. But it's the worst thing to ever grow on this planet. And there's been plenty awful things that have grown on this planet. Gotta find him, you know. It's how I pull through most days. Yeah, me too, man. Mint, chili, and Thai basil, I'll totally get along with. Just cilantro. That's the C word for me. Cilantro. Hey, Sidlin, have you gone live yet? Do you know the way? Do you know the way to Uganda? To Wakanda? To San Jose? Say, oh, look. The prospect of Sindlin stream is bringing Mr. Lurker, D-Toma 5, our friend of the stream, Darius, out from his deep lurks. Cilantro does taste like soap for me. There will be soon a Mealtime with Dad merch mug that says cilantro tastes worse than ass on the front of it. And on the bottom of the mug, it's going to say, and I've eaten plenty of ass. I might actually put the design for that together this weekend. I've been meaning to for a while. But folks, we're gonna chit chat for a bit here until Cinderlin launches her stream. Oh, so, Chef, should I repeat? Hold on. Let me pause the music here. We're doing some real serious talk. To those in the back who could not hear what I previously said, I'm going to be releasing a mug, and the design on the front of the mug will say, cilantro tastes worse than ass. And on the bottom of the mug, so you can make eye contact as you tip it back and drink your drink, it's going to say, and I've eaten plenty of ass. This public service announcement was sponsored by Mealtime with Dad. Now back to your regularly scheduled content.
Four big guys, and they bust on my eyes. They eat my ass just like apple pie. If they keep fucking me like this, I might just die. They pop a booty till I cry.
You need to make that a bits redeem. It should not be free to make me rap about people busting in my eyes. Szechuan says, well, I don't want to make him that, but I know when he comes visiting the Guy Fong. You know, John, I'll actually be in Calgary this weekend. Well, on Saturday, doing an airport drop-off. But I figured I would also swing by the T&T and grab a whole bunch of Asian frozen steamy foods and do a little Asian bamboo steamer bonanza stream. Darius, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Krimu Basemi. Shopping stream? No, I'm not. I don't like the concept of going out there and arbitrarily, you know, inflicting the internet on people, if you will, or having the chance to accidentally put someone's face on the internet. I don't like it. Plus, I'd have to awkwardly wander around holding a cell phone like this. I don't have a GoPro or anything, so probably not. What I will do is maybe do like an unpacking the shopping haul. Also, yes, Sendlin hits the nail right on the head. Do not perceive me. I don't want people looking at me as I walk around talking at a cell phone. I'm already strange looking enough as it is without drawing attention to it. And Pen, most of my cooking, in fact, all of my cooking streams, apart from a couple, have been meal kit cooking streams. So yeah, delivered groceries, I totally get you. Speaking of recipes, though, if you folks like fish, and you like spice, in my Discord is a family recipe from Sri Lanka, cooked by my grandmother, cooked by my mother, cooked by my aunt, and cooked by me for you guys on New Year's Eve. We did a little cook together stream. So if you would like the recipe, it is a spiced tuna cutlet. It's kind of like a croquette. You can find that in my Discord in the recipes channel. I'm hoping to get some more family recipes from the Sri Lankan side of my family so I can share those with you on stream on like kind of like one Friday a month. Cinderlyn cooked them along with me from her kitchen in a completely different country and really enjoyed them. So yeah, if you'd like to, the VOD is also in that channel that you can cook along with. Cinderlyn, have I talked enough? Have I bought you enough time to go live yet? Please. I'm dying. I'm dying here. So much isolation. Social battery. So empty. So frail. So weak. Sorry, restarting me. Fuck! Sort of for time here, folks. It's all good. I'm enjoying myself. John, when are you live next, by the way? Goodness, I'm also the slowest eater in the world. I am the opposite. I absolutely inhale my food Not because I grew up with siblings who would eat all my food if I didn't. None of that, like, happy-go-lucky fun time stories. No. I inhale my food because I'm a hungry little bitch that forgets to feed himself. So when I do have food in front of me, I'm like, oh, nom, 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 nom. Louise, brain requires energy. Sunday, still trying to get over this nasal congestion. Hey, there is a device called the Navage. It's Navage, which is a motorized sinus rinse. Costs about $100 from Amazon. You fill it with distilled water and a bit of saline solution, and then you put the two plugs into your nose, and it turns your sinuses into a closed circuit. So it flushes the saline up one nostril through your sinuses and then pulls it down out of the other one into a waste tank. Absolutely amazing if you have sinus infections or you get sinus congestion frequently. It's like a neti pot on steroids. It's a bit of a learning curve to it. But it's definitely helped me get over some particularly gnarly sinus infections. Marsh says, I experienced dry nostrils after sleeping and waking up in the morning. Might be a worthy investment for me. Or a good humidifier. I personally use a CPAP machine because I have obstructive sleep apnea. Which, by the way, if you've been told you snore really badly in your sleep, this is a public service announcement, public health announcement. If you've been told that you snore heavily in your sleep, or that you seem to stop breathing and then go like you gasp for breath, you too may have obstructive sleep apnea. Yes, I know. Obstructive sleep apnea is a very, very big contributor to early heart failure, stroke, and because it completely ruins your ability to get restful sleep, can massively worsen depression and other mental issues. So please, if you've been told you snore or gasp for breath at night, get yourself a fucking sleep study. Peasy, please. Especially if you go to sleep at a decent time and you're asleep for 8 hours and you're waking up still feeling exhausted, there is a fairly decent chance that you might have some sort of sleep apnea issue going on. Because for me, when I did my sleep study, I was sleeping for 8 hours. Of that 8, I was getting about 90 minutes of restful sleep. In total. And let me tell you, at that period in my life, I was at an incredibly low point. My son wasn't alive, and I was just treading water. Where did I do the sleep study? So there's a company in Alberta called Avero Sleep. I'll type that in. They've got a few branches throughout Alberta. You'll need to speak to your doctor, and then they'll refer you to a local sleep clinic. And mine was one of the Avero sleep clinics out here in this province. What they'll normally do is they'll equip you with a blood oxygen monitor that goes on your finger. They might strap you up to a very simple ECG to monitor your heart. And they'll also have a device that will record the sound of you sleeping, so they can actually audibly hear if you stop breathing and for how long, etc. Typically, the sleep study they only need 1 night. They might want 2 nights of data. Yeah, Gato, I could do with losing like 80 pounds or so. One day they might happen. But I bring this up not because I want to be preachy, but because there are far too many people that just aren't aware of the fact that they might even have it. And let me tell you, since getting a CPAP machine, my quality of life has increased easily by multiple factors of 10. Yes, the one. Will be soon. I do know that when I wake up in the morning, I also experience a very dry throat, mouth and tongue where it hurts, dry nostrils, and sometimes a tummy ache. So if you can't get yourself a CPAP machine, like my one has a humidifier built into it, so it blows humid air into my airways. Get yourself just a decent humidifier for your room. That will help. Ideally one which has a UV light built into it, because those things, if you don't regularly clean them, then you're just aerosolizing mold and spraying it into your room instead, which is a terrible thing to do for you. PSA number 2, if you own a humidifier, clean it frequently. Otherwise, you're just taking a petri dish and going into the air. Anything I can recommend? No, because I personally do not have the willpower to stay on top of keeping those fucking things clean. Sorry. With my CPAP device, I have something called a SoClean, which generates ozone and then pumps it through the CPAP machine to clean it, the same way airline companies clean their aircraft. They pump ozone into it. That's why it has that weird after storm smell when you get into like an aircraft. as a new like passenger boarding it for the first time. So it says, "Oh, this is so cool. We have one of those for my dad's BiPAPs." Yeah, yeah, it definitely helps keeping them clean. And then like once a month, you just take the hose and mask off, and you give them a soapy water clean all the seals and stuff. No ma, yeah. Quardalt has entered the carb coma lands. Oh, big stretches. Honestly, Chad, it's nice to be on my feet now that I'm working a work from home remote job. There are some days where if I just wheel myself off to the right hand side of my office after work, I'll just remain seated for like 17 hours, which is terrible for the health. So it's nice to be standing and nice to be chatting about things other than technology and why it's not working. Makers, get yourself one of those memory foam butt cushions, Id. It cups the cheeks, oh so tenderly. And more importantly, has a nice little hole in the back to protect the tailbone. So yeah, it's an old but pretty chair, not a standard desk chair, so I'll probably make a cushion for it. Gosh, I found a humidifier on Amazon. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna save up for it. Yeah, dude, like the UV equipped ones are where it's at, because those will help sterilize themselves. You still every couple of weeks you should still go at it with like some vinegar water solution to make sure there's nothing that has a chance of living in there. Because the last thing you want is to aerosolize mold. It's a terrible time for everyone. Man. I'm staring here at Senderlin's stream. Waiting. There it is. I have 4 minutes. I didn't get the fucking notification. Fuck you, Twitch. Alright, kids. It's that time. Z Live, thank you for stopping by to say hi. I appreciate you. I'm gonna refresh this little credit roll here. There we go. Folks, thanks for choosing me to be your entertainment for tonight. Raiders, thanks for joining me today. Chef Jean, thank you so much for the raid, trusting with me with your community. Upen Gamer and Gator Logic, hope you had fun tonight. Michael Doherty Fitness. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Live, I appreciate you stopping by. You're welcome for the stream. And Darius D215, thank you for the gifted sub to Creamy Buscemi. We're gonna go raid out to Cinderlin, who is coming back from a little hiatus. She's my mod. She's a lovely variety streamer. She might be playing some Subnautica tonight for her first, continuing her first time playthrough. I hope so. That's going to be fun. This is going to be the raid message because it's Cinderlin and she's an incredibly sus woman. That's been in your pantries. Folks, I'm streaming tomorrow. We're cooking tilapia for tomorrow's meal. And then we'll be off Saturday, returning Sunday. While I'm not streaming on Saturday, check out Jean Lon. He is streaming on Saturday. But until then, I wish you all a beautiful, lovely, restful night. And hopefully I'll see the most of you tomorrow. Take care.